Hi, Jeswin. How are you?
Hi, sir. I am good.
So, first of all, hearty congratulations. So, I should call you CA, Jeswin. So, how are you feeling right now, Jeswin?
I'm feeling very happy, sir. Actually, I was expecting to pass because of the efforts I have put in, but still, I was a little scared because this attempt was very difficult and
Right.
it didn't go as I planned. But still, I was hoping for good results. So when I saw the 4 words pass, I was very happy.
Fantastic. So, what was your first feeling? Like, did you feel relieved, or did you feel excited, or what actually happened when the results were out?
Actually, yes, I feel relieved that I don't have to go through that phase anymore, like a very stressful phase during that exam
Right.
time. Particularly
Right.
the last 1 month, it was very stressful. So I was relieved that I don't have to go through that again. And I was very
Perfect.
happy that finally my hard work has given me the results.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, let me rename you before the official convocation. I'm going to add CA. Let me take the honors for you. So,
Yes, sir, thank
when
you.
it gets reflected on the screen, say fantastic feeling. Yeah. So we have met many times in the live sessions. Now I'm meeting you as my professional colleague. I'm really happy and proud that it happened. And what about your father? Like, your dad has brought us together. We both of us should thank him. So
Yes,
what about his reaction?
actually, he was today taking a meeting in Pollachi. So he was about to start the meeting. At that time only I got the results
Okay.
and I called him. He was like,
Right.
great news to start the day with. I'm just going to start the meeting. He was like, I said I got 227 marks. He was like, for this one, he got scared that he will fail. Like that, he was.
Oh. Right. Right.
And I said, yeah, but I passed. And he was like very happy to hear the news. And he said he will call after the meeting. Still, I think the meeting
I
is
think he
not
must be
over.
busy. Yeah. Because I could see his passion. We met in a faculty development program where I was the faculty for a series of trainers in Bangalore, I believe. So when he asked me personally, like, what do you do in terms of this mentorship, I explained. He said, my son is very hardworking, is very sincere. You need a slight push. Probably you're the right guy. Then he got us connected. And from
Yes,
there, that's how I started. And before this started, since I wanted to keep the meeting short and brief, I
yes,
kind of made a short presentation. Are you able to see this on the screen?
yes, sir.
And now you have officially become a part of the Super36 Hall of Fame. Like, these are the set of people whom you would have listened to multiple times, either live or through videos. So very soon this video is going to get added over there. And in terms of the marks, the results were very low this time, Jeswin. But still, what do you think are what actually helped you get additional 27 marks? Even those people who are cleared, some of them barely passed. So you got pretty good scores,
1
including a
minute,
couple of
can
exemptions.
I just wear my earphones? It's not very audible in speaker.
Sure. Please.
1 minute,
Please.
sir. Sorry.
Sure, please. No issues, please. Am I audible now, Jeswin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yes, you're audible. But you have to be a slightly louder. Earlier, you were more clearly audible.
Okay, sir.
Now it's better. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, as I said, this time the results were very low as compared to the previous attempt. Now,
Yes,
how were you able to crack 2 exemptions?
actually, like I told in the review video, every subject at least I revised 3 times, sir. It was possible only because of the clear 100-day strategy. Right from the start, I followed the 100-day strategy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in between, even if I lagged in anywhere, you will be like suddenly 5 days plan like that. You will give something, and in that I will be able to cope up with the 100-day strategy.
So even if I
Okay.
lagged in the main strategy, with that small improvements you gave, I was able to follow that 100-day strategy properly.
So for you, 100-day strategy has made the difference. You actually followed it. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
And one specific thing, audit, people were shit scared. I think this attempt, a lot of students were extremely scared like never before. Now, how
Yes,
did
sir,
you end up scoring an exemption?
Yes, sir. Even I failed in audit only in last attempt, but this time I
Okay.
got exemption. So
Right.
yeah, actually, the thing is, last attempt I didn't have the audit is a very dry subject. It was very difficult to study. So I mostly attended the YouTube or some classes, and I was just focusing on that because it was very
Right.
difficult to sit and study that subject.
Mm.
But I clearly know that that was the mistake I did, because only you will be listening in those classes, but
True.
when it comes to exam, you can't write it.
Right.
So this time I
Right.
was preparing well for the audit, writing exams. Yeah, before and all, you don't write exams for audit because it was just a theory paper. Like that was my mindset. But this time, even for theory papers, law and audit, I wrote EMT. At least I think 2 or 3 mock tests I would have wrote.
Yes.
Yes.
So what was your score in the previous attempt, Jeswin, in audit?
35, sir.
So it's 25 marks improvement. Wonderful.
Yes,
Exceptional, Jeswin.
And also in audit, especially I have to thank you for the exam presentation tips, sir. Because in my last attempt, I think I have only attempted around 75 to 80 marks. But this time, even though it was difficult, and I think a few questions, like 4 more questions, 3 or 4 questions, I didn't know the exact full answer. So I wrote only what I know, and I didn't waste time in writing just a random thing. I didn't write. I wrote only what I know. I think those 2, 3 or 4 lines also fetched at least 1 or 2 marks. That's the reason the 60 marks is possible.
Yes. So the best part is, once you experienced a failure, once you made some mistakes, you're quickly able to learn, because fundamentally that's the number one thing which we talk about. Like 100 days is what you have to follow it, the 100-day strategy. And the next important thing is you're also using the micro level plans, like the 5-day boot camp and all the intervention which you're bringing in. And this is not easy, Jeswin, no matter what we say. See, because I would like to give 100% credit to this. This is not at all easy. I want you to become the exemption expert for audit. Like I'll bring you back. So this is exceptionally good. I'm really happy, pleased, and most importantly proud. I'm really happy for doing this. Audit is my favorite subject, and this is what I wanted you to get into. And to begin with, in terms of the timelines, this is where we started. Like you joined in and then you said that you had I think you went somewhere with your friends, right? That day you called me, said I'm going out. I said, okay, that's okay. Yeah, friend's marriage. So you asked, I like this, because people keep asking very random questions, and this is exactly how I ask questions to my mentors. Like whenever I have a question, I make it very simple and specific so that you'll also get the answer in the same format. Like this is, so it's exactly, we started in a way February, March, April. So 3 months is what we officially spent, 10 days for your examination, and today this is where we are. So from this to this, we have reached it very smoothly, systematically. And between this to this, we have asked you what exactly has happened. I'm very impressed to see the way you have presented. It reminds me of Nishike's testimonial. It is one of the classic and benchmark for all the students. In fact, we share it for people to understand what exactly is mentorship. I think this is also joining the club in terms of the quality of and preciseness of presentation. So first, you're saying preparation is preparation plus mentorship is equal to pass. Now, when you're saying, what is the additional component which mentorship is bringing in here? Like preparation is all about your study, right? So what exactly is the role of mentorship here?
Actually, yes, sir. If you know, my last attempt, I scored already 185. So from it is not possible to get 185 without preparation. With the basic preparation, I got that 185. But from that 185 to 200 is very difficult. So that part only mentorship helped me a lot. How to prepare. For example, if I just came from my friend's marriage and I would have started studying on my own, I wouldn't have a proper plan from where to start and how to start. I would not have the overall picture. But with this 100-day strategy, I had a picture in mind. So this is how we are going to study. By the end of March, I have to complete the syllabus. So entirely April is for revision. That's how I plan. And even though there were some lag in between there, I somehow coped to finish the entire syllabus by the March end and started my revision by the starting of April. So that was really helpful.
Wonderful.
And like I said, the DER, actually I was filing the DER regularly. So that actually my DER was a little bit different from others. Like I made it like a notes for like a theory subjects, law, every chapter. I made it like a short notes. So before revision, it will be very useful for me, because instead of turning 80 pages for one chapter, if I turn 10 pages, it will be completed very fast. And at least I will know everything from every topic. At least 2 lines I will know from every topic. So that's how I did my DER. Every day when I study some topics, I will summarize that into two lines, and I made some notes out of it. So that helped me really a lot in revision time.
Right. And this is an interesting statement, but it took years to find a mentorship program like this. Why was it hard? And it's not only about you. I have been listening to this from other students also. Like, what made you say that? Like, it's a very powerful statement, I would say.
At a point of time, I started realizing that most of the institutes, CA coaching institutes, are only focusing on completing their syllabus. They are not even telling how to write the exams, how to prepare for the exams. And they won't even talk a single word about it. They will just focus on syllabus completion, because they will even have a limited time to complete the portion. So they won't talk about anything like this, and just take the classes and go. So that's what I felt like. In CA coaching, there should be something like how to crack these exams. They should conduct sessions now online. Then like this, and then this thought I always had, but I didn't know that there is some mentorship program like this separately. I came to know only through my father.
Understood. Now, in terms of talking about coaching, because a lot of people continuously talk about coaching, if you have to define, what do you think is the difference between mentorship and coaching? Like, as you mentioned, it has a different perspective. Like, what is the biggest difference which you find in mentorship as compared to your coaching?
Coaching is purely about only subjects. What is there in the subject, they will teach. But how to study that subject, how to a faculty for every subject, there will be a single faculty. So he will come and talk only about one particular subject. But in mentorship, totally how to handle all the subjects together, how to when to study which subject, like that, a proper plan and proper guidance regarding how to complete each subject. For example, we faced difficulties in studying audit. So we were we will discuss standards on auditing every day, or we made presentations in law, which was very useful. Like I made a board meeting chapter PPT for that presentation, and I became like very confident in that chapter because of that PPT. It made me feel so confident, because when I prepared the PPT, I wanted it to be perfect. So I gone through the full chapter entirely like 2 or 3 times. So that helped me in a lot. So like this, there are some easy ways to study this subject, and this can be taught only in mentorship. That's what I felt.
Perfect. So do you think mentorship is also necessary for all students in general? Like, because it's a new concept, right?
I felt that, yes. Along with coaching, everyone should give a mentorship also. That's what I thought when I joined this program, because many students are good. They are very good in putting hard work, but they don't know how to prepare and how to clear this exams, because it is the first time they are facing a competitive exam like this. In schools and all, it was different, but in CA, it is entirely different. So if there is someone like a mentor who is guiding you through, because you have so much experience from all the past students. So you tell this is where students makes mistake. This is where you have to be careful. So with that, we can improve and not do the mistakes in our first attempt itself. Otherwise, students will come to know all those mistakes only after writing 1 or 2 attempts. With this mentorship, you can come to know in the first attempt itself. That is what I felt.
Perfect. So in terms of other students who are not yet understanding what mentorship is, because you have understood it after going through it, right?
Yes.
So if you look at it, probably at the end of the process, you understood it in a better manner.
Yes,
now, for somebody who is new or who would have never understood mentorship, how can you define mentorship for them?
Actually, some people are thinking like mentorship is like motivation, or making you sit and study like a tuition center. But mentorship is not like that. It's not like spoon feeding at all. You have to put all the hard works that is required. That is 100% required from your side. Mentorship is regarding the guidance, how to move forward and how to like properly study in effective manner. That is what I felt.
Perfect. Perfect. So because as you rightly said, people are thinking it's motivation, most of them. We normally get that question as you rightly brought it out. So how would you differentiate between motivation and mentorship? You gave a beautiful answer for coaching versus mentorship, right? So in terms of motivation versus mentorship, how would you actually differentiate between these two?
Motivation is like it is temporary only, sir. If you attend the motivation session, you will be motivated for 1 or 2 days. But in order to clear, you have to be self-motivated is what I think. So this mentorship, when you give me this 100-day strategy, I'm disciplined and self-motivated to complete the targets. So that's how you differentiate the mentorship and motivation, I think.
So you're talking about mentorship more as a direction strategy, not just merely pushing you temporarily. When you say motivation is short term, it means mentorship will work on the longer term. That is exactly what you meant. Okay, perfect, perfect. So I think I got the understanding of what you meant. So this has been very simply and beautifully explained. And one advantage, in fact, there was a point where I mentioned that you are one of the students who were doing the day-end revision very consistently. So I hope this made sense for you. And this is the game changer why you're able to score very good marks in theory also. So yes, I'm impressed with this. It's not so easy. And talking about this, the presentation part, there are some people who were even asking me, why are you making CA students do PPT? These are not MBA students. Why are you making them do? So there was a lot of debate around it, but I know what I'm talking about. So I need you to explain like how this exam presentation session or even in general, the presentation session which you were doing were actually helpful for you to increase your score.
Yes, sir. Actually, like the PPT you are taking, you will become a master of that chapter or a subject you are taking a PPT. Because when you teach, you cannot teach simply by knowing just an overview of the subject. You have to go in deep to understand everything. So when I made the PPT, I understood everything in deep. So whatever I think around 10 to 12 marks will come from that board meeting chapter alone. So that 10 to 12 marks became very easy for me in the law paper. And when others do the presentations, a few chapters, it might be difficult for you or which you would not have studied at all, thinking it is just a B category or C category chapter. So when they teach for at least 10 to 15 minutes, you will get an overall idea of what is the chapter. And it will make you think that, okay, it is easy only, we can also study the chapter. Like that, I got an overview of every PPT presentation that every chapters everyone took in the sessions.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what I'm observing from you, Jeswin, is like we share the same resources to every student, but you are, smart enough to understand the importance of it very quickly and utilize it fully. Like you trusted the process, you jumped all in. Let's say 100-day strategy, you believed it without changing it. You stuck to that. And whenever there is a gap, you tried hard to come back to the original strategy without changing the path. So that is one advantage. And second thing, while you're talking about it, a lot of people always have this resistance. Whatever a task is given, they keep thinking about the negative side instead of working on what can benefit them. Now you're quick to jump on, okay, if I do this, this will be helpful. This will be helpful. Now that is the reason why you're able to move things very quickly and progress very fast. And yes, the pass is a consequence of your 100 days of effort for you to get those 4 letters. That's a consequence of 100 days of effort. And for the benefit of students, this is possible. Like this pass is possible because of all of this. He has done a fantastic job. Like this is not easy. I think it's around 40 plus times. So this picked up the other small assignments or whatever it is. Ideally, when I checked it, it was around 40 plus times. So you're one of the highest who has submitted the day-end revision every single day. So that clearly got reflected, especially it has improved your law. So you most of the time you're submitting law and also the assignment also, I think you have taken the law assignment itself.
Yes, sir.
So that gave you a lot of command. And even this is the exam mistake tracker. You are reasonably using the exam mistake tracker. So this is your journey. So if I have to quickly start from where we started. So this is the program you are joined and you are joining the Hall of Fame. And this is what you have shared in your video. And these are the scores. And this is what, when we started 3 months ago, this is where we ended today. And this is your complete journey where you explain the difference between mentorship and coaching. Also, you recommended mentorship for all the students, and we have checked into your performance. So this is your day end revision. This is your exam mistake tracker. And before we proceed forward to 3 important questions, I want to understand how important is this time, energy, attention? Because we focus heavily on this secret recipe and all. So for students, how important are time, energy, and attention for them to balance, and why are they not able to utilize it normally?
Okay. Actually, this is 3 things is not possible at the same time. Either you will be lacking time or attention or energy. So it is different for each person's. So I had the time, I had the energy also. Attention, I was like sometimes I will be very fed up. Like what is this? How many? I already gave 2 attempts for this group 1. What I felt why I lacked attention is that I thought about the past, like to again get the 185 itself, I had to study for again 2 months. To complete the portions I have already studied, I took again 2 months to complete that 185 marks. So I was feeling like it was very stressful to study what I have already studied only. The new topics and all was like I studied with full attention. But when I studying the old topics, I was remembering the past attempts. This topic I studied so much last time, but still I couldn't clear. Like that, there was the lack of attention for me. So that also I overcome through. I have fixing this target. I have to complete this subject this week. Like that, I fixed my target, and I was fixing a target for myself that I have to score 50 plus in every subject. And when I got the results today, I was very happy that I achieved that also.
Right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So rightly said, all of them may not be possible at the same time, but you have to start working on it. At least 2 of them will be possible. Yes, you are rightly said. And some quick questions. In terms of preparation, before and after, what is the biggest change? Like if you have to mention one mega change, what is the biggest change?
The biggest change is in earlier attempts, I used to study randomly. I will take one subject and I will try to finish it off. I will take 10 days. Sometimes I will take 15 days with one subject. Like that, I will study randomly without any plan or proper plan. But this time I studied with a proper plan. Like I fix 5 days for subject. Even if I didn't finish it, I will just move on to the next subject. Where it helped means like I didn't feel stuck in a particular subject. In previous attempts, I used to feel that I'm stuck. Like I even started feeling like I can't finish the syllabus. Those thoughts were there in the previous attempts. But this time, since I had a clear-cut plan, I was hoping to complete everything as per the target. Even if I lagged somewhere, I will take that Saturday or Sunday for the extra days for syllabus completion. And I will again write the test on Sunday night without revising. Also, I write a few tests. Like that, I will use to cope up with the plan.
Perfect. Perfect. So randomness to a structured approach made the biggest difference for you. Wonderful. Yes, good. And a lot of students actually find it hard to decide whether to join or not. In your case, it is easy because your dad has already done the homework for you and you're like, okay. But not yesterday, a couple of days ago, there was one student who openly said, okay, sir, I already attended a workshop 6 months ago. Had I joined at that point of time, I would also have been a case study in your mentorship. Now I'm watching somebody's case study. Now we are noticing this trend where students are taking a very long time. Like they keep attending a workshop, but they don't take the final lesson. They keep hanging around. They keep responding to messages. They do everything, but they take a very long period of time. Now, what's your take on that, and how can you help them take a quick decision?
Actually, if you feel that there is a lack in exam preparation, definitely then you have to take this mentorship, because like I think in our last attempt, some student said that where we fail is in the preparation, not in the exams. So yes. That was a very wonderful line. So that is what I also felt. We are lacking in the preparation only. If you are lacking in the preparation, definitely we cannot change anything in the exam. So in order to make the preparation very effective, the mentorship is a very necessary thing.
Wonderful. So you're saying if somebody already identifies that they're already failing, so since they cannot do something on that part, and especially you rightly mentioned this, yes, because you actually fail in the exam, But you cannot do anything in the exam directly unless you fix the preparation. So mentorship comes into the preparation part. Yes, very rightly explained. Good clarity, Jeswin. And finally, would you recommend SUPER36 to other students? If yes,
sir,
why?
definitely.
Why is the
Because,
important question?
yes, that's where I was lacking the exam preparation and presentation. So I feel like many students are lacking in that area only. They are attending classes, they are studying very hard, but they are not able to clear the exams because they are not understanding like how to prepare. Like I said, most of the students are preparing randomly. Like my friends are mostly Tamil. They will say like. விடு பாத்துக்கலாம் வரும்போது பாத்துக்கலாம் like that they will say பாத்துக்கலாம் and they will do randomly all the things. So if they go in a structured way, everyone can clear CA in first attempt, or at least in maximum in second attempt they can clear with this mentorship is what I feel.
Wonderful,
definitely everyone's hard work is required, and this mentorship gives a very structured way to clear the exams very soon. So
this brings us back to the very first point we said. Student preparation plus our mentorship is equal to pass. Yes, you rightly made it a very beautiful equation. Good. Now coming to the form which you have submitted, I went through that. In terms of your career, you were mentioning that you wanted to settle abroad. So I'll just get to that in a minute. But let's look at the journey. You already became a super student the moment you started following the process. So you're officially a super student now and clear CA in one attempt. So after joining us, you cleared this. And now we are here. So when somebody joins us, like we create this all-round path. Now, when I say you have to start with a 10 lakh package at some point of time, but within the next 10 to 15 years, you should be accumulating a net worth of 10 crore. I did not mention that number here because it keeps on increasing. People will have different, I would say, expectations. But this is the base. In India, if you're working in India, this is a base package which you start with. Worst case scenario, if you're getting 7 lakhs, by the end of the year, within 1 year of clearing CA, you should get to 10 lakhs. This is compulsory. It should happen, especially after going through a mentorship. I don't know about others, what they think about it, but my super students should minimum get 10 lakhs per year. That is exactly what I strongly believe. And once you get into the job, you have to start building an all-round personality. Now your brand is building. Now imagine Suresh is a random student studying at a random place. Now you remember him. You remember what he said. Because once you succeed, once you're associated with a particular process and entity, they'll automatically highlight your progress. They'll automatically highlight your achievements. So your brand slowly gets building because Suresh is known by more than 3,000, 4,000 CS students already. So that is, and now Jeswin will become ultra popular in the next 1 month. So all of this will keep happening. You have to do this in the workplace also and balance this 4 wheels of life. When I say 4 wheels, career, relationship, health and wealth. These are the 4 wheels of life. And finally, you have to become the 1% club. 1% is an expertise in any industry. Like any industry, you have to become an expert in that. So that is a long way. You are currently here. Now I want to understand from you, how are you looking at your career and where would you like to start?
Actually, like I told you, I want to settle, not settle. I want to start in abroad is what I feel. Because most of my friends are already working here only in Chennai or Bangalore. So what they feel is that the work-life balance is missing here, is what they keep on saying. So I thought maybe it will be better in abroad. That's why I wanted to go abroad for employment.
Okay. Which specific country and which specific domain, like?
Singapore and Dubai is my thing. 2 countries I'm planning to. Field is like I'm not yet specifically clear, sir. Singapore, I heard that investment banking there's a big.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yes. So because one thing which I can quickly correlate is I had a friend who was also having similar thought. So he first joined Credit Suisse. So from there, it was very easy for them to send it, because if you have to try on your own directly, it takes work. It takes a lot of effort. So if you go through a particular company, it will be a lot more easier for you to go and get there. So join any investment banking company. From there, you'll at least land in some country. Once you'll understand it, so from there, it will be easy for you. For joining the investment bank company, just start applying for them. And also I'll help you to find some connects who can also mentor you and guide you in terms of how the interview process is going to work. But again, here also, as you rightly observed it already, you have to do the hard work. Somebody's network, like you said, right? Pass is equal to mentorship. I would say preparation plus mentorship. Job is equal to, once again, preparation plus probably network. So instead of mentorship, you need a better network who can connect you. So that
Yes,
is
sir.
something which I'll do for you. So you decided that it's better for you to work abroad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's work on the direction, since we'll have a special career planning session with all of you guys. What else?
I was thinking about that, and also recently I attended a entrepreneurship program. So after attending that, I wanted to do some business also. Like I was very much interested in doing business also. So I see this employment as a base for that. So I can learn and start a business on my own.
You're interested in that?
Yes, sir.
You're interested? Okay. How many hours can you work per day? Let's say your campus placements will all happen in a couple of months. For example, your job hunting and all of that will take somewhere around September or end of August. By the time it just goes to a different boom. So at least August 15th, you have time. So how many hours can you focus on entrepreneurship for the next 40 days or 50 days? I'll tell you what to do and what to approach and all of that. Don't worry about it. I'll make your learning process fast. But I need your time commitment, your skill commitment, everything. I'll take it. Just like mentorship. And when you came to mentorship, you want to clear, give me 10 hours for 100 days of a full-time student. That is a commitment. Now we are talking about entrepreneurship. Now, when you want to understand entrepreneurship, I'm saying, give me 50 days, 3 hours per day.
Okay, sir.
I'll teach you things practically. You will get hands-on experience, which you'll never get anywhere.
Okay, sir.
Since you're asking me openly, I'm also giving you an open offer. How many hours can you invest?
Yes, sir, I can give 3 to 4 hours.
3 hours is fine. Okay.
Yes,
what is the time slot?
Time slot after afternoon.
Okay, so you can take a week off or whatever it is. So now is the time to happily relax, enjoy, and go on a trip one more with your friends and family. All of that is fine. Once you come back, just like last time you pinged me, sir, I came back from a trip. This time also tell me that I came back from a trip. From there, we'll get started. So 2 things we'll work on. First, finding a job in the immediate basis. In the slightly long-term base, how can you build a connection towards entrepreneurship? I'll share you some valuable resources in terms of understanding that. So you'll have clarity on both employment and entrepreneurship. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else which I can do for you, Jeswin?
That's all for now, sir.
Okay. And one thing, my students will anyways come back and buzz you. I want you to take care of audit for all of our students for November 23. Clearing audit is Jeswin's responsibility, not my responsibility. Okay. Since you have done the work, since you have done it exceptionally well, and clearing audit is a responsibility. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll stitch this responsibility with entrepreneurship. I'll also create an earning potential with this. So I'll teach you a very interesting way to monetize your skill. You'll understand entrepreneurship with your own skill, which you already built. I'll help you with that. But in terms of going ahead with this employment, I want you to shortlist 3 to 5 companies. We'll only focus on that. If you want a job in every company, we'll get to no company. If you can shortlist in 3 to 5, we'll at least crack 1 or 2. That is exactly how we can do things. So I'm once again extremely happy for you, Jeswin. I was hoping your father would be at home so that we could have a conversation. Anyways, I'll talk to him once he's back from the meeting. So for now, I'm very, very happy, proud, and most importantly, I'm satisfied with the kind of effort and result. It rarely happens. Like students have only one thing properly. Now that you brought both of them together and the kind of clarity and maturity you have at this young age, I'm totally impressed, Jeswin. So thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.